You're just
Yeah,
not.
yeah. There's an interesting question here from Luis França. Playing for San Diego, were you somehow inspired by Junior Seau? Because we know Junior, I mean, he's like the iconic defensive player in San Diego Chargers history, right? And obviously his death and everything is just absolutely tragic. But on the field, man, I mean, I got a chance to watch his whole career. I got a chance to watch him live back in 19. I'm very, very old, Sean. Back back in 1992 in the playoffs in Miami, the Dolphins beat him 31-0. But I mean, he was just such a high energy player. Can you speak to that?
Yeah, when I got to San Diego, obviously I watched Junior as a linebacker and multiple Pro Bowls. I think at that time he went to like 9 or 10 straight, something crazy, ridiculous.
Right.
And you knew him iconically as a football player. I didn't know who Junior Seau was until I got to San Diego, and you realize that he was the football player of him was the bottom of the totem pole of who he was. He was San Diego, and it's no ifs, ands, or buts. What he did in that city is remarkable, and it will never be done again. Even when I got there, I'll tell you a story. After my rookie year, went to got some accolades and things like that, and in the Union Tribune they wrote an article on basically Junior handing off the torch to me in San Diego, and I'm thinking in my head, I said, God, don't don't compare me, to Junior. I mean, you don't even want that. You don't even want that pressure, right? Because you have somebody that's so iconic that doesn't even seem like a person. Just like seem like some kind of Marvel superhero.
Right.
That not only was a great football player, but was great in the community and people loved him and a people person, called everybody buddy. And one of the funniest stories with Junior when I first met him when I was coming in, he knew who I was. He seen me and stuff like that, and it was great. It was in the lobby of the Chargers practice facility, and we're sitting there, and he's shaking my hand or whatever. And at the end, he called me buddy, right? So in my head, I just got drafted. And I'm like, Junior, Junior said, I know who I am. I'm excited, and he called me buddy. So I guess we friends now, right? So I walk down the hallway. I go down, and I seen him call at least 10 people buddy.
You got everything.
So that's what I figured out. I said that Junior called everybody buddy. So I thought I was like cool at the moment, right? I'm friends with Junior Seau. That's my buddy. We're buddies now. I'm thinking in my head, I'm like, damn. And then when he went down the hallway, he called like 10 to 11 more other people buddy. And it just, you talk about like a kid, like to put his tail between his legs. I was like, oh, damn, But it was his work ethic, most importantly, was insane. He had these Breakfast Club workouts, and I got a chance to work out with him in the offseason a few times. And you're talking about somebody who was in his double-digit years that can still go with the best of them. It was insane.
Did you feel at all in your interactions with Junior that something wasn't right? Because I asked that because when he committed suicide, he shot himself in the chest so that his brain could be donated to science and be studied, right? Because he had CTE, obviously.
Yeah.
Did you notice anything at that time, Shawne? Maybe a little.
At that time, he became very distant from everybody, including his family. Where he wouldn't come out the room for several days or a few days at a time.
Yeah.
And I did talk to him, I think, a few months before he passed away. But like I said, and that's one thing that kind of hurts me to this day, is that he was so big and so iconic that I guess felt that he couldn't go to anybody.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that part of it, I still think about a lot. And which is why I tell people, I say, if you need help, you're not less of a person. You're not less of a man if you go to someone and you ask for help. And I think that we all a little bit have to let our guards down when it comes to that, because, I was there when he had his memorial in the stadium, and half the stadium was full. for one person.
Yeah.
You know, it's 35, 40,000 people out there in the stadium for one person. And if he knew that many people loved him, I said, would he have done it? I don't know. But so he was very distant. But yeah, man, it was tough.